This is Andy Purewell for Boxing News. I'm joined by Liam Cameron here at the Steel City Gym in Sheffield. Liam, good to see you. How are you? Did you have a good Christmas?
I had a good Christmas. I just want to say something. Sorry to people. If all you hear is me and this Ben Whittaker fight, I'm getting asked to do interviews and I'm doing them. So a big sorry to people.
I'm sure I'm not going to be the first person to ask you, Liam. I'm going to have a lot of people asking about it. We saw the correspondence over social media today. Queensbury, Frank Warren putting out a statement saying that they received an offer, they countered it to Boxer. Boxer never replied, and in fact what Boxer did say is that Ben's next fight will be taking place on a Boxer show, but they never came back in terms of the offer you guys made to try and get the fight on. What can you tell me? What's the hold up from your perspective?
I can tell you that a guy from Sheffield what walked into the gym overweight, didn't have no future, is giving Ben Whittaker his biggest payday to date. Mad.
Why do you feel like there hasn't been, as far as the statement's concerned, a reply from Boxer to try and make this fight, or certainly get this fight on regardless of what the circumstance or who's putting it on?
I don't know, to be fair. It's going to happen. The fight will 100% happen. I just think Ben Shalom, innit? Ben Shalom wants it on his show. And to be fair, Ben's had a bigger offer by Frank Warren. So I thought a manager should look after his fighters and get him the biggest paycheck he should get. And I think Ben should deserve that to fight me. So send a better offer if he wants it on his show.
Again, reading the statement from Queensbury, it said on there that they actually offered Boxer the chance to have the options on you as well moving forward. So if you were to win, you could box on Boxer shows for however long that may have been. Do you feel like there's no flexibility then on Boxer's behalf? Do you feel like if it doesn't take place on a Boxer or Sky Sports show, we won't see the rematch?
What's that again, sir? I don't...
Do you think that if deals can't be agreed for the fight to take place on a Boxer show, we won't see it? Do you think that it has to be on a Boxer show from the way that things are being spoken about?
I don't know. Do you know what it is? I'm not into all this. Leighton keeps me briefly updated. I trust him, I trust my team, what they're going to do. And I just go with flow. I'm ready to fight, me. It's just mad, innit, why it's not happened already.
How confident are you then, at this moment in time, we do see a rematch take place next?
100%. 100%. Unless I'm getting told something not the truth, then it's not 100%. But I'm being told it will happen.
Where do you think that rematch, or where has been spoken about it taking place? You're obviously based in Sheffield. Ben Whittaker spent a large portion of his amateur career obviously up here in Sheffield, training with Team GB, but he's based around Wolverhampton in the Midlands. The first fight took place in Riyadh. It's a huge fight domestically, certainly now. Where do you think is most likely for that fight to land?
I don't know. I'll fight him in Wolverhampton if he wants. Is there anywhere big enough in Wolverhampton?
The venue which was used not last year, I think it was a year before when Tyler Denny fought there, the Civic Hall holds I think maybe 3,000, 3,500.
Well, I'll probably take 1,500 from Sheffield to there, so it's a bit too small, innit?
Another name I'm going to throw out there for you, Liam, is Callum Simpson. I just went and interviewed him, obviously he's fighting on Saturday, and he spoke about how prior to him winning the British title, he said he had conversations with you were sparring, and he said that when he wins that title, he'll guarantee you the chance to win it at 168. And at one point there were conversations, but then obviously the Ben Whittaker fight comes up, so it's never quite happened. But he was certainly whetting the appetite at the thought of an all-Yorkshire fight between yourself and Callum Simpson. A fight of interest to you?
Yeah, it's fighter interest. Callum wants that fight, don't he? Has he said it today?
He said today that he would be, if he wants either those big names or something which domestically can sell, and we'll get people talking, and an all-Yorkshire fight would seem to do so.
Yeah, I think he's just honouring his word, innit, Callum? When I think I just come back, I had a spar with him, and he said, look, if you get back, I'll give you a shot at title. And he's just honouring his word. He's a good lad, Callum. I respect him a lot. I hope he wins, and I hope he's successful in his career.
It's great because there's a lot of respect on his behalf towards yourself as well when I was interviewing him. But from a fighting perspective, no Ben Whittaker, let's say if there was no Ben Whittaker, that is a Callum Simpson fight maybe next up on your hit list?
Yeah, there's a few in there. That I think I'm in a purse bids with Lyndon Arthur. I got offered the Louis Edmondson fight, but we've been told to hold back for Whittaker, so I'm turning all these fights down, waiting for him. So
is there a sense of frustration on that note? You mentioned Lyndon Arthur, Louis Edmondson. I'm talking to you about Callum Simpson. I know he's got a fight on Saturday first, but you are fully focused on this fight, so a sense of frustration that you aren't considering others and you're still waiting?
no, I'm happy. I had 5 fights last year. We're an hard year, so I'm quite happy learning in the gym. I've trained over Christmas. I'm about 8 kilo overweight, and that's me eating 70% good on a diet.
How would you feel trying to get down to 168?
I don't know. I won't know. I didn't have to. My last fight with Whittaker, I didn't even do a weight cut. I just made it so easy for me. That's why I'm good at that, because I've got a good engine at that, and I can maintain a pace.
Just away from yourself, obviously you've got Dalton's return on the horizon. What are you hoping to see when Dalton's next out on the 25th?
Oh, he's doing well in it. What's he done? Central area, English, British, Commonwealth. Now it's going to be a European title. What a guy.
There's a lot of talk about him and Azim fighting. For you, Liam, when do you think would be the right time to make it? Because it's a fight which has been spoken about for about 2 years now.
I think that ship sailed for a bit because Dalton's got fed up asking for it. Dalton's probably going to wait till they're ready. You can only talk so much, can't you, when one don't want it. You're going to look silly if you keep calling someone out. It's not bullying, but trying to force someone into a fight they don't want. But Azim's a great fighter, honestly. He's done amazing. How many fights has he had now? About 15 or something. He's done unbelievable. He should be proud of himself, and I hope he achieves what he wants to do as well.
Well, Liam, just before we wrap this up, one final thing from you. Can I get a message to Team Whittaker, whether it be Mr. Ben Shalom, whether it be Ben Whittaker, their entire team, try and get this fight on?
Tell your manager or whoever it is it a promoter? So just get his dough out, and I'm going to sign that contract as soon as he's done it.
Liam, I appreciate your time. Thanks for speaking to me in Boxing News.
Thank you very much.